everybody, and welcome back to my channel. As you know, if you've been a subscriber to my channel, you see that I do a lot of cooking shows, cooking themes. I do a lot of RV themes, and I do a lot of walking themes. I'm going to try something different now, and I've been actually thinking about doing this for the last couple of years now. So it's actually a beautiful day. I am at Moravian Cemetery. As you all know, some of my subscribers, I do love Moravian Cemetery. What I am going to do, and I'm going to actually start recording them, is that when I go to some of these beautiful cemeteries all across Staten Island and Brooklyn, and I'm going to be venturing out to other cemeteries, a lot of them are neglected. A lot of them are people that either the family members are no longer around to take care of them, or some family members just don't have the time. Most of the headstones that I want to be cleaning are going to be people that I've never met, people that I don't know, and I just feel like their headstones need to be respected. And if a family member is no longer alive, or they just don't have the time, and some people just forget, I like to take it upon myself to actually do them a service and actually clean their headstones and do a respect to them, because just because they're gone, they shouldn't be forgotten. So today, like I said, I am in Moravian, and this is actually the first headstone that I actually wanted to go clean was my mother and father. So I did end up going to Resurrection Cemetery in Staten Island, and when I got to the headstone, it was absolutely beautiful. It was clean. I mean, I go to visit all the time. I try to clean it as much as I can, but it was absolutely beautiful. So I do think some cemeteries do power wash them. So my parents' headstone happens to be in really, really good condition. So like I said, today I left Resurrection. I am now in Moravian, and I happen to be at a friend's gravesite. Margie and Salvador Tringali. I personally have known these people growing up as a child. They were like second parents to me. I am very close friends with their daughters, Joanna, Sally, and Jeanette. And it's not that they neglect the headstone. My knees are killing me. It's not that they neglect the headstone. It's just that sometimes you just don't have the time. You know, sometimes you're busy, but they're here visiting their parents' gravesite all the time. So they are here. They're not neglecting seeing their parents. I know they all miss their parents very, very much. But I wanted to do a service to not only those three girls that I've known my entire life, but also to their parents that I've also known my entire life. So let's get started, and I'm going to show you how to clean a headstone. Okay, so before you do anything, and if you're dealing with chemicals, and you're going to be dealing with dirt, you want to put on some gloves. So I have these disposable gloves. I have a shitload of disposable gloves. And first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to actually put on some gloves. So there you go. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is we are going to basically clear out the grave site with stuff that the girls have left for their parents, which I'm going to show you now. I'm going to actually turn the camera down. And the first thing we're going to do, we're not going to discard anything that they've put down that's sentimental to them. We're just going to remove certain things so we can clean around the headstone and we can see the base. So the first thing I want to do is I want to remove some of the stuff that the girls have put down. Okay. And of course, these will go back. The most important thing right now is to remove everything sentimental, and we're going to replace them. Not replace them, we're going to be putting them back in honor of the girls. So this is the way they honor their parents. So we're going to keep the, oh look, a photo, Sal and Marge. So we're going to clean all this up, make this gravesite look really, really nice. And do it that way. So the first thing we did was we basically got rid of a lot of the sentimental value keepsakes. Okay, and got my plastic bag. We're going to put my garbage. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to start getting rid of some of the stuff that has to go, because they will come back and put other things that are here. Now, as you dig deeper, you will find certain things that are of value, that are sentimental. Like here's something that's actually broken. Looks like something for Halloween, and it is in pieces. So I'm just going to put that over to the side. And I'm not sure whether if I'm going to get rid of that. We have a little cross here that we're going to put back. And there was something here that literally, it's disintegrated. And deep down here, as you can see, there is a heart. And we're going to see if we can clean that out a little also. So the first thing, I want to make sure that there are no other things here that are sentimental that they have put down, and it looks like there isn't. Okay, so the next thing I want to do is I want to basically clean out. There is a little niche in here, okay? You can pull out this weed. Okay, I'm going to keep the dirt in there. There are bugs everywhere, but certain things have got to go. So you want to make this so when they do come back to visit their parents' grave. Okay, so try to get as much out of here as you possibly can. Okay? Okay, so as you can see, I cleaned out the bottom, okay, which is really nice. And what was hidden that you couldn't see was Forever in Our Hearts. That was actually covered with dirt. You really couldn't see that. So the first thing I'm going to do is I have my quartz and stone cleaner, and I did wet it down with water first. So I'm going to actually spray it down with some water. And then I'm going to get some quartz cleaner, and I'm going to let that sit for a while. Okay. Then what I'm going to do is take some of these wipes, which work really, really well. And the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to try to wipe down some of the black staining that you see on the stone, especially down here on the bottom where it says Forever in Our Hearts. So we're going to clean this the best we can and bring it back to a really nice look. So we're going to get rid of that. I'm going to spray a little bit more quartz on here. Granite cleaner. Okay, I have my little wire brush, and I'm going to get inside and get all that cleaned, the lettering on the bottom. Get every way you can. Okay. Okay. Next thing is we're gonna wet it down with some more water. Let's see if we can. Get inside all that dirt. Get it nice and clean, or the best that you can. This marble is actually in good condition. It's actually not so bad. Then we're going to give it a scrub with the brush. Then we get more water. Because we're like that, it's better because it gets inside the cracks. Like, look how nice and clean that is. Those cracks. Okay, so the next thing I'm gonna do is I brought some water in a jug. And basically, what I want to do is I want to just wet it down. Okay. Okay. That is looking absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And now you can see Forever in Our Hearts, which was not noticeable before. The front of the grave is actually nice and clean. Some of these black spots will come out in time as you clean more and more. So yeah, this looks really, really good. So what we're going to do is we're going to put most of these back, and what I want to do is I want to clean them off. Okay, I have wet wipes, Clorox wipes, that I am going to clean. So this is Dad's, and now we're going to place right back where it belongs. Actually, you know what? We should move it here, because I say that because I want to be able to see the whole name of the grave. The next one we have is Marge, which is their mom. So this is clean. Unfortunately, her flower has been missing. So we're going to put this on this side. Okay, so already it looks 100% better. Now, the next thing we're going to do is, like I said, a lot of this stuff is very meaningful to them. These are things that they put down throughout the years, and I think these are things that should stay. So I'm actually going to put this one here, because I want to keep the Forever in Our Hearts actually showing. The next is the angel. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to spray this, and use my brush a little to clean this as much as I can. Okay, spray some of that. Oh, look how clean it is. Look how clean. That's beautiful. So you could read it now. It says, one's nearest to God in the garden than anywhere else on earth. That's beautiful. And we're going to put this one here, because is you want to be able to see the number, which is 912 is where the barrier plot is, but you want to be able to see that. Okay, so the next thing, we're going to put back their photo. So I'm going to clean that with a wet wipe as well, so we can get to see. Look at that. Okay, we're just cleaning the back. Okay, we got that. Again, we don't want to cover the, so I think that should be there. Actually, I don't want to cover the always in our hearts. They can use that for flowers. So I'm going to put this here. I'm going to move this guy over. And I want to put that there because that looks really, really good there. Now, I have another one. I mean, it's good that they bring things over. So we're going to clean this up. Okay, and we're going to place this one here. 10 times better, 10 times better. Now, this is just a heart. There's nothing on it, but just a heart. So I'm gonna just wet this down with some water because I'm thinking that they really want this to stay. So I'm gonna leave it, even though there's nothing written on it. Or maybe at one time there was. Maybe there was something written at one time. Okay, so they can decide whether they want to keep this or not. I mean, to be honest with you, it doesn't, we have so much going on here already. And this I can't put here because it will take away from, just lean it here so it's in front of the angel. I can do that. And now Sally Ann loves her ladybugs, so we're gonna put one here. If I can get it in the ground, here we go. We're gonna put one there. We're gonna put the cardinal on this side. Which is right there. And there is another cardinal or bird we're going to keep here. And there is a rose in a box, which I think we should keep here. And there is a nice crucifix, which let me just clean up a little. And we're going to put that here as well. You can still see, okay, that's as far down as it's going to go. Okay, so, and then she has one more, which I think we'll put back here. Okay, so that is the headstone of Margie and Sal Tringali, two of my best friends' parents. And as you can see, it looks a lot better than what it did. We cleaned it up, made it look really, really pretty. It is missing a couple of flowers, but they'll come back and they'll put flowers on. Yeah, so it could be very, very tiring. It's tiring because you're on your knee. I'm 64 years old. I'll be 65 next month. And being on my knees is really what's doing my knees and my back in. Most of the headstones, they're going to be upright, so I'll be able to stand. Next time I come, I have a kneeling pad. I'm going to bring a kneeling pad, and actually it'll work out much better than this one. This one actually came out really, really nice, because now you can actually see forever in our hearts. Before, that was invisible. You couldn't see that. It was covered with dirt. It was covered with dead flowers. It was covered with weeds. I pulled out all the weeds. I cleaned the headstone. It looks absolutely, absolutely beautiful. It will dry. It looks really nice. Their names actually stand out a lot better. If you can see, I'll bring it down. Like, look at that. Look how beautiful that is. So, yeah. I get a lot of satisfaction doing this. I get a lot of, again, I don't do this for any monetary value. I do this for peace of mind for me. I think people that have passed away, that don't get visitors from their family members, or maybe their family members have passed away, it gives me comfort to know that I've done something to show this person or these people that they are not forgotten. As far as the Tringallis are concerned, they're here all the time visiting their parents. They put a lot of stuff on the gravestone. I would kind of slow that down a little, not put as much, because you want to be able to read the wording. If you start covering up the wording, when people actually come by, they're not going to be able to see the year they were born, the year they passed away, always in our hearts, which is now visible, which is actually a beautiful thing. And Marjorie Ann and Salvador Tringalli actually stands out a lot better. All the stuff that they've brought is now cleaned. All the weeds are gone, and this gave me a lot of pleasure to do for them. So, yeah, look for a lot more videos to come. I will also start doing a lot of headstone and cleanings, and you'll see those coming up. And I'll also be doing reaction videos to reactions of what's going on in the world today, whether it be politics, comedies, movies, just general stuff that you see on YouTube. You're going to see my reaction. So hopefully you'll subscribe to watch some of that. So like I say in the end of all my videos, take care of one another, especially today. Peace out.